Good morning, loves, and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please do hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing okay on this morning. I know that I am. I always express the importance of hitting the like button because the like button helps to keep the video in the algorithm. Okay, so like, share, subscribe, comment, all of those great things. Of course, I want you guys to know I do appreciate you so much. All of the people that truly support the channel, all of the love that you guys show, it definitely means a lot to me. I know I be fussing all the time, but I am definitely a sentimental person, okay? I am. So it means a lot to me that you guys, a lot of you guys, be rocking with me. The long way have been rocking with me. You started rocking with me even before the Young Dogs case. More people started to come around during that time. And we get into talking about other subjects and you're still around and things are getting ready. It's ready to be a showdown, knockout, drag out as it relates to the Young Dogs case, and you guys still trust me and rock with me. Okay, even those who don't want to trust me, they still be rocking with me in the background. Okay, and it ain't because I'm not credible to them. That's why they come, because they know I am. It's just that they need to let God deal with their hearts or something, child. Anyways, you guys, I wanted to go down to Houston. I get to looking for stuff every time I get on here. I want to go down to Houston, right? The Houston Police Department, um, the Houston Police Chief abruptly retired. Okay, he abruptly retired. And I've had an issue with that police chief since what happened to a takeoff, right? I could tell that they wanted to try, he was gonna do all he could to try and interrupt an investigation. You could tell that he's in and he kind of brown noses really good with the celebrities there because you know when Takeoff was unfortunately taken out, um, he tried to act like he didn't know what had gone on. The first thing he says was, "I'm going to call a meeting with the celebrities," when the princes were right in the midst of that, right? So, and he looked like he was stressed. They wanted to put it on Migos bands. We found out later that the princes, j.Prince Sr., um, said, "I couldn't get them to charge this man." Okay, so I think when they said he was a person of interest, they was going to try to pull that off, right? But too many people was paying attention, bloggers and things of that nature. And then when they did finally charge someone. He was all stressed out. So I told you guys, I didn't trust him. And then you listen to what's the guy's name that was taken out in Houston from out of Memphis, that was on Yo Gotti's label. You listen to his family say Houston PD did not even want to, even though they was getting tips, they would not follow up on them, and they had to hire private investigators to go and solve the case. And then HPD did not even want to take the evidence that the investigators had brought them, right? They didn't even want to honor that. They had to go public. So this man has been a problem. I know now that mayor was also a problem. The princes gave thousands and thousands of dollars to this man in his campaigns. Even when he was a state representative, he was also a lawyer, right? By profession, he got into politics. The old mayor, and even when he was a representative, get down. They gave him thousands and thousands of dollars. So I tell people all the time, we have to be very cognizant and watch whom these politicians who support them, because those persons that give them thousands of dollars, that is who they are going to be loyal to. Okay, but let's go on and look at this. I think this is a good thing that he is gone. Okay, they have a new mayor. His name is John Whitmire. This is their new mayor right here. Now he could be corrupt. I started looking into it since I've said it. I'm sure it's gonna be another vlogger because for some reason they be wanting to compete with me. But hey, go ahead and do it. Look into him, okay, and tell the truth, okay, because sometimes they be wanting to just make up a story to get views, okay. But I don't know if he is a part of that system, but it appears to me that he may not be, okay. He may not be. This is the new mayor right here. See, when a new administration comes in, they may let you stay a little while because they don't want to cause an uproar. But a lot of times they have their own team, and they say he abruptly retired, but that's just a nice word for we gave you an opportunity to either get out or we gonna put you out. That's all. But let's hear what the mayor has to say. It says he calls for accountability and testify after Houston police chief retires amid scandals over dropped charges. Let's listen to him.
It made me sick, as I mentioned, when I saw the last email, but I don't have time to be sick. I have to make a decision based on all the information that I'd received.
Houston Mayor John Whitmire referencing a 2018 email discussing the use of the controversial suspended lack of personnel code that KPRC2 Investigates showcased on Tuesday. The email not only shows now former HPD Chief Troy Finner looped in, but also responding to the email.
It was the final straw. I think that can certainly be an honest statement, but it was on top of the Hatcher letter and the backlog, and I could go on and on and on.
The Hatcher letter that Mayor Whitmire is referring to is what KPRC2 Investigates uncovered and reported last Friday. A complaint letter to Chief Finner from Executive Assistant Chief Chandra Hatcher that launched the investigation into the suspended cases. Hatcher writes that she attended a 2021 meeting where the suspend code was discussed. However, as we uncovered and confirmed, Hatcher never attended that meeting. In fact, she wasn't even in Houston that day.
Mayor, you indicated the letter involving the Executive Assistant Chief Chandra Hatcher.
Mm-hmm.
You yourself indicating that she was in another place in the state of Texas while claiming she was part of a command staff meeting. Does Executive Assistant Chief Hatcher face any discipline?
Well, that's an active investigation that I'm not going to intervene in or speculate. I think it is unfortunate that once Chief Finner closed the investigation as to who knew what and when, it had to be reopened.
Whitmire also making it very clear that Executive Assistant Chief Hatcher is now being probed by HPD investigators.
Chief Hatcher's investigation is active as to the timing, content, and accuracy of her letter. That's being investigated. We ought to leave it alone. Let the department do its job. Chief Finner, with everything that's going on, chose to retire.
Well, we know he didn't choose to retire. They told him, "You're gonna retire. We're gonna fire you. You can go and retire, get your benefits." And I'm sure that she is next. And he has already appointed a new police chief. Okay. Y'all know I love stuff like this. It's something about these, like I've been dealing with these not these politics, but with politicians for the last 10 years. I know how they get down, and that's why I say we have to watch them. And they don't want us to be involved in politics because they know whoever controls the politics is going to control the money. If we pay close attention to the politicians, we can stop all of this stealing and stuff. All of this corruption. Okay. New police chief for Houston. His name is Larry Satterwhite. I'm sure he's a 34-year veteran. Oh Lord, how did I say that? I'm talking like a person from Houston now. Okay. He's a 34-year veteran. Okay. Lord, forgive me for y'all know we get lazy tongued and all that. Let me show y'all who he is. Okay. This is him. Lord, forgive me for what I was getting ready to say. I was going to say he looked like he just took his sheet off. I'm listening, y'all. Please, I don't mean no harm, but that's what it looked like. And that mayor too. Lord have mercy. They just came out of a meeting with the sheets.
Thank you. And the mayor made it clear
Hold
today
on. Here it is,
reopening the
y'all.
internal affairs investigation was a game changer. But
I'm
another
thinking
factor
y'all
in
have to
Finner's
forgive me.
departure was a 2018 email that contradicted what Finner told Houstonians in February about what he knew and when.
KPRC2 investigator Mario Diaz and our Investigates team has been on top of this scandal from day one, and he's joining us now live. And Mario, why did the last few days seal Finner's fate?
Daniela Keith, the answer to that is very simple. It boils down to one word: integrity. And there are questions surrounding it.
It made me sick, as I mentioned, when I saw the last email.
Okay, we've already just looked at this. I want to see the new
investigation that I'm not going to.
Okay. Okay, here's the
KPRC2 investigates the past.
Hold on, you guys. Let me see what this police chief said. I want to let you all get
24 hours for the Houston Police Department have been a whirlwind of changes. Former Chief Troy Finner is out, and Larry Satterwhite is now the interim chief.
The shakeup comes after Mayor John Whitmire accepted Finner's.
Good evening. Thank you.
All they have. So my job, the mission of the
which means he's going to put people around him that he
live on the margins, live in areas that have high crime, and have no way of making it better or moving or some of those types of things. And we're all they have. So my job, the mission of the Houston Police Department, is to serve the public and protect everybody out there.
HPD veteran Larry Satterwhite providing his perspective to Houstonians as he takes over HPD as its acting chief, less than 24 hours after the former chief, Troy Finner, abruptly retired.
Now, they says that Satterwhite served as the assistant chief for patrol operations, which means he was up under the old chief, the one that just abruptly retired. They basically fired him and allowed him to get his benefits and all of that. So he probably threw him up under the bus. Okay. He probably had a rapport with the new mayor, and they was already planning, because they reached all the way back to some stuff. They started back to 2018. Some corruption that was going on with this man. So what does this mean for a lot of the celebrities, such as the princes? They said that Troy grew up in the 3rd ward. That's what I heard, and that he was pretty tight with the princes. We could see that, right? We know that the mayor who just left, this new mayor just came in January of 2024. This Mayor White, but we don't know, because I think that the mayor that was just left, he was supporting a female Hispanic, right, that was running. And I'm sure if that's who he was supporting, that's probably who the princess was supporting. They probably didn't put any stock into this new mayor, no money in his campaign or anything like that, which means, this assistant chief was probably watching all of the stuff that was going on. He working with this new mayor, and now he has the job of Troy Finner. So what does this mean for a lot of these celebrities like the princes, who had so much stock and control, as it relates to the mayor's office all the way to the police department? Because we know that the mayor is basically over the police department, right? Because he appoints the police chiefs, right? So are they going to be, is this the reasons why they're quiet? They've been very quiet. We ain't really even been seeing them, because they have no more control. They already know that they're not going to be able to do a lot of the things that they was doing before and get away with it. I won't be surprised, okay, if Takeoff truly gets justice for real. I believe it's going to be a turnaround. This is why they're so quiet in a whole lot of things because this man came in with his guns blazing. And I'm sure it's because this man who he just appointed as head chief, that was the assistant chief, was just laying quiet, playing the game. And he appointed him for a reason. I'm sure it's because he had a report. He secretly supported his campaign and he's told him the lowdown. And now he's getting ready to clean up the department. I think that's what it is. Because I was like, we hadn't seen j.prince Jr., j.prince. It's a new mayor in town for real. It's a new mayor in town. And I don't know if he's going to be pulling any strings for them, because if they didn't support his campaign, that may be one of the reasons why they didn't support the person that the old mayor, I forget his name, he was a male white, Sylvester Turner, was supporting. I said that, I was like, whoever it is that Sylvester Turner is supporting, even because he had termed out, do not support them, because if you support them, then ain't nothing gonna change. They're going to continue on whatever he was continuing, whatever he was doing, because they have they're all the same, right? If you want something different, you're gonna have to do something different, right? You're gonna have to get somebody different. Now, this man, he is they said John Harris Whitmire is an American attorney. So he is an attorney by profession. He is a part of the Democratic Party, and he has written several books, okay? Pretrial and mental health policy in Harris County, Texas, front-end reforms that protect citizens, control costs, and ensure justice. These are the types of books that he has written. And he looked low down. Okay, I'm just going ahead and tell you that now. He might not be no better. Look at him. He might not continue Sylvester. He probably low down in a different way. Okay. But if you commit crimes and you look at him, he looked like he just came out that meeting. I'm telling you, in the backwoods with them sheets. Okay. But what does this mean for the princess? Hey, just because he might be more about protect and justice, and not allowing celebrities to run the city and get away with it. Anytime you had j.prince Jr., I bet you won't hear him saying that no more. You need to check in when you're on my soil. There's a new mayor in town. That's why they've been so quiet. I was like, dog, I said that on my show the other day. The princes have been so quiet, and it came to my mind. I wonder, I knew it was an election coming up, but this is why they have lost their foothold. I'm willing to bet, and it's going to be some changes. So we're going to see. We need to pay attention. If y'all want some justice for some injustices, this will be the opportunity while the administrations are changing and all this stuff is kicked up, to call and ask about your loved ones and their cases to see exactly what is done. Okay, like I said, I ain't gonna be surprised if Takeoff don't get total justice. And I don't know why I can't think of the guy's name. He's from out of Memphis that was on CMG label at one time. I cannot think of his name. I don't know why I can't think of his name right now. Y'all help me out. But I think he's going to get some justice, okay? It's on the tip of my tongue. Let's see. CMG artist killed in Houston. I can't think of Snooty Wows, okay? Snooty Wow. And we know that there was corruption. Why did HPD not want to, after the private investigators, they had to hire private investigators. They got out and did the work and solved the case, but they didn't want to honor what they got out and found and actually solved. And I still think to this, they're still having some issues with them, but I believe that that's going to change. I believe that that's definitely going to change, because the prince's name kind of came up in there too. So we're going to see, but I just wanted to, I'm going to pay close attention to this. Okay. And I'm sure some other vloggers are too, since I am. Okay. But I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App.